Helen is an influential character in Homer's The Iliad because of her role in sparking the Trojan War. Examine how a competition between the goddesses resulted in Paris taking Helen from her husband, King Menelaus, and how she felt about her involvement in the deadly conflict. Greek poet Homer's great work is The Iliad details the mythical final weeks of the Trojan War. This war between the Achaeans and the Trojans lasted for 10 years, but it all began with one woman, Helen, wife of the Spartan king Menelaus and supposedly the most beautiful woman in the world. Helen's biggest impact in this story is to be the direct cause of the Trojan War, as it usually happened in Greek myths. The gods have a part to play in this story. There are three goddesses, Hera, Athena, and Aphrodite, who want to claim the golden apple of the Hesperides, which belongs to the fairest. Zeus chooses the Trojan prince Paris to decide who should get the apple. Each goddess had promised him a reward if Paris chose her. He selects Aphrodite in part because she offers him the beautiful Helen. Unfortunately, at this time, Helen is already the wife of the leader of Sparta, King Menelaus. The road to this marriage had been an ordeal. Many suitors competed to marry Helen, but eventually Menelaus won. Because of the fierce competition, the man pledged to support the future husband of Helen. When Paris came to Sparta for a wedding, he left with Helen. There are conflicting reports on how willingly Helen went with Paris. Either way, she left with Paris on his way back to Troy. Helen leaving triggers King Menelaus' jealousy. The Greeks and their armies go after her. The Trojan War begins when the people of Troy refuse to give Helen back to Menelaus. Over the next 9 long years of war, Helen's attitude changes regarding her new Trojan husband. The god Iris in disguise calls Helen over to view the fight between Menelaus and Paris. Iris comes to Helen while she is weaving to tapestry depicting a scene of Trojan heroes dying. This shows Helen feels guilty of all the loss of life she has caused. When Helen watches the fight, she feels a longing for her original husband, Menelaus. Helen becomes increasingly contrary and antagonist with Paris. The impact of the long war and the overwhelming number of dead weigh heavily on Helen.